hello. Oh, yeah. For those who don't hear the music, this is very weird. Okay. Just lower that volume down a little. And hello. Hi. How's it going? It's going good. It's going good. It's good. It's good. Hello. Roo. Oh, I was gonna do the Okay. I might do that later instead of math. We'll see. I have evil, vile, and horrific plans to give myself a World War II tanker helmet for when I play this game. I have the images. I have to like try and put them on Baron there. Anyway, to those who are interested, thank you so much. What are we doing? Wow, that's kind of loud. I'm gonna move. Oof, ow. So bang my mic boom arm into one of my monitors. There we go. I guess if it's loud, let me know. Okay. Let's play us some games, man. We can play this till about 1:30, and I'm going to switch over to math. I think it's been a hot minute since we've done some real math. So we'll do some math. Mathematique. Anyway, to battle. Oh, wait. No. Stop. Dang it. Blast. Cancel. So I have a, like a plus 75% on like the, research thing. And I meant to hit it. And I did not because so we have to be really successful with this tank. It is fast, which is super nice. I love that. Oh my god. People? Freaking drive forward, man. Man, I hope this is all 12-year-olds who are too young to drive. I fear that this is probably not the case, but I hope it is. Jeez. Why do you pop smoke? That's pretty. Ooh, there's someone. I definitely saw someone. There you go. Sorry. Sorry. Sort of. Ow. I was walled. Alright. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the one who shouldn't be driving. So where is the baddie? That's what I mean. Like, for whatever reason, maybe it's almost always a one-shot kill because it's a light tank, but like I'll get over somewhere and just insta die. Which is extraordinarily frustrating. Just sneaking around after this one. It looked like there was someone over here. Okay, imagine trying to do that with Sherman. That thing is so underpowered. Okay, so if anyone's here, we should be behind them. And we're like off the map, kind of. I didn't do that. Yeah, no problem. Is it nice? Oops. Ground is hard. Let's see where. Anyone? No, I presume they're coming from this direction, so if I go a little more this way, maybe I can catch. Ah, freaking quick. I don't know who's shooting me or where they're shooting me from. We're gonna go hide in here. Okay, they're not doing a very good job of destroying us. Heck were they? I straight up could not see them. And that was awful. It was so bad. Jeez. Alright. The hangar. Alright, let's try. Hopefully that's our bad our bad game out of the way. And now let's get a good game. How about that? Sounds like a plan. Yeah. I kind of need background music. I gotta set up better background music. I think that'll be. Still not do the M24 because I'm trying to research all of the bits and pieces of it. See, because then you wouldn't have to hear me doing things like. Welcome to my rain. The background music of my brain is brought to you by our sponsor, Idiotic Chaos. What was that 50 cal turning? I'm just curious. That's definitely not a remote turret on that 50 cal. It's fine. Everything is fine. people shooting at trees. You can do it. No! Yeah. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. There's actually a huge tree here. Alright, that's what's going on. Let's take us a sneak peek. I thought they were actually shooting something. Maybe? You can do it. You can do it. We're gonna have to go closer this way. Head up this way. Maybe gauge an enemy tank maybe somewhere over there. We'll just try and get this spawn point. It's gonna be a little here. Kind of high. Yeah, yellow wanker. Alright. See, that's nice. You got us this zone. Look at us. Yeah. We hit him a few times. Oops. Hopefully. Come on, reload. Thank you. Yeah. See? It's just, you gotta get the first round jitters out of the way. Once those are going, you're golden. Come on. Boo. Ooh, we can go that one again. I mean, we are trying to get all the unlocks in this guy. I really gotta get that, I gotta switch up my... What's this? Nice. Where'd he go? What? No. Get back over here. See, sometimes when you're flying an airplane, you have to understand that the ground is hard. Why is my primary job here being an AA? See? Ground is hard. Is there another one? Okay. Man, I don't know what's going on. I'm taking out a lot of aircraft. There you go. Dude, that was freaking hilarious. I shot down like 3 aircraft this game. In a light tank. With a 50 cal. What are you? Okay, you're fine. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Please go this. Okay. Freaking heck. That was annoying. Bloody airplanes. What else are we trying to... Oh, this guy. Yes, we are trying to also get the upgrades on him. We should be a little better. Coming towards us? Oh, we're going away.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Ooh, that man. Ooh, that aircraft. That's what we... Should not assume there's a man. Because we're in aircraft. Go, go, go. You can do it. You can do it, little tank. Not tank, but gun carrier. You can do it, little gun carrier. I believe in you. Yeah. What happened here? There's just a fire. Okay. No apparent source of the fire, just a fire. Oh boy. Where? Yeah. Okay. You're an SPA. You do it. That's not my job. Yeah. Yeah, you go do that and I will go this way. That seems like a plan. I like this plan. This castle is so cool. Actually, I like this map quite a bit. let's not go to Camelot. It's a silly place. Sure difficult to go up hills. Why do guns on top? Huzzah! We won a round. Hey, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Oh my god! See, we got the better suspension. Oh, nice. Yeah. So the question is, what do we research next? What's this guy? Maybe tracks? Okay. Witches? Yes. Witches? Yes. Witches? Yes. Alright, nice. That was successful. Very cool. Very cool. And let's see, modifications. Where are we at here? What do we work on? A crew replenishment. Alright, see, this has add-on armor. Engine. Oh. We just got the transmission. Actually, tracks might also be useful. I can get up hills and such. Right, to battle, to battle, to battle, to battle. Let's go to battle and get some more research done. I have a sneaking suspicion this isn't going to be a good game. We'll see. Battle. I really have to get some background music that isn't me. On positive note, I think I figured out why no one's coming to my streams. Okay. Jeez, I'm the only one going to April. I'm just lining myself up for to get instantly fucking shanked, aren't I? That's gonna be great. I hear someone. Oh, good. These are my friends. Yes. Oh, there's someone on me. Okay. Let's see if we can take A. See if we can get these guys that are falling from love. I do not like the way that was doing. This is the season of It would be. Dang it. He's a 4.7. Dude, he's a full freaking, what's it called, battle ranking above me. That's nuts, dude. Full BR above me? Oh, it's not. Not good. Let me tell you. Let's see if we can get over to the side of the river. So the BR is how they essentially rank players and vehicles, right? So which is loosely chronological. So in general, more advanced vehicles are newer, and newer vehicles tend to have higher BR. That means he's rocking a Cold War vehicle against World War II tanks, pretty much. Gotcha. Definitely saw someone. Yep. I don't see that little IBR small tank thing on their vehicle, whatever the heck it was. No idea where that came from. We are kind of triple. Honestly, not seeing where it came from. Everything I'm seeing over there is like dead. That guy. Where was he? The guy just went right through the vehicle. He was all the way across the flippin' map. Alright. Alright. So that's the case. See if we can take him out into the town. Man, that's frustrating. You can just heal up after you fire? Oh, come on. We got something. Who shot us? Honestly, it's that freaking dude again. And we're stuck in spectator mode. Great. Since we have the clock ticking on that. Yeah, since we have the clock ticking on that plus 75% or whatever it is, we want to just go instantly into the next one. I think that works. Not sure. We'll find out.
Into your vehicle.
I was, however, right that was going to be an awful round. I was absolutely correct. That was going to be a terrible round. There's that one stupid guy, too. He killed us every time. Because he was even like an advanced vehicle, full BR than us. I mean, he was probably a better player, too. And he clearly knew how to like sneak around, but his gun was a guaranteed one-shot kill. And you know, his vehicle is fast. Right over here. Could really use some help over this way. Just trying to take this point. I knew it. But we are still trying to upgrade this tank, so we will maintain this tank as long as we can. Yeah. Over. On the other side of the freeway. At least once. There you go. This way.
MG ready. Enemy forces
Come on, you're not an aircraft. Back. It looks like we're on the other side of the hill. This guy's been spotted over there. That aerial plane sound real close. And keep an eye on where those wings are flying. I keep seeing freaking shells go flying around. This direction. What's it? Freaking airplanes. Nice. Nice. Alright. Yeah. Damn. Ooh. Well, this is a problem. Is gun depression. Hate those stupid things. I guess we could go on this guy. Yeah, at least we shot him. Another airplane. This is our anti-aircraft arc. Just shooting down a whole bunch of airplanes with vehicles not designed to shoot down airplanes. Ready? Take it off some sick jumps. Ooh. Ooh. Hello? What's the call then? That's great. That's great. Yes, I'm jumping a tank off a cliff. Okay, so something called an artillery over there. That's fine. Ooh. Hello? Oh, I'm probably lucky. So, no, this thing is not supposed to be a good vehicle. It is not a good tank. It is the lowest VR of any vehicle I have. Oh, it's right over there. Oh. Let me get that one. Don't get on top of themselves. I've done remarkably well with this stupid mini tank wannabe. And taking off some sick freaking jumps, baby. Oh, jeez. Oh, frick. Oh, frick. Oh, frick. Ooh. Man. I mean, there's no way we're penning that armor. Let's take the M10 back in. See if we can get that engine back into play. Or, what am I talking about? Get the engine research, like the engine upgrade research. I'm not even. What did I just say you do here? Talk to the audience. I don't really know where I'm going. It's probably not the greatest plan in the world. Aircraft shenanigans? I don't know if they're flying anything out. Sneaker and look this direction. Let's see what we can see. Whoa. Essentially. Oh, that's a dumb vehicle. Okay. Step. Close. This guy a few times. Nice. Again. I can't. It's just accidental anti-aircraft today, apparently. Holy, what did I do? What the hell? Oh, freaking hills, man. This gun carrier and hills. I think we get this one in the bag, folks. Come on. Almost. Yeah. So we should also get the nice. It seems 6. I feel like I'm moving up in my team placement. Engine, transmission, crew replacement. Okay. All right, let's see. What did we? Oh, the crew replacement. Okay. 223. What do we want to put it towards? Which one is this? This is the M10. Yeah, we've got to, man. Yeah, new engine. honestly, and smoke grenade's pretty good. We want to that. Buy it. Okay. Question is, where do we go from next? Wow, these are the same. Interesting. Optics. That's neat. It already has pretty good optics compared to everything else I have. Smoke grenades, okay. Up in the air on what I want to research next on this guy. Let's do a smoke grenade. It's got. Oh, straight by it. Okay. I mean, might as well just keep going with the speed. That's this guy's primary capability. Okay. Yeah, so. Alright, let's see. How are we doing on this research? We have 9,000 to go out of 26,000 to get the heavy tank. Which, let's see, what's its top speed? 35 kilometers per hour. So if we compare that to the 10, 48. That's slower than the M10. Oh god. But I want to go on this because it's the chain that gets to the Abrams. Oh yeah. Medium tanks. Tools. No, it's the same cannon. No, this guy just got that cannon. Well, actually, this one might be a cool next one to do because it's very different. Let's see. Give me 1 second. We're gonna. I'm gonna play this again. To a random spot here. All right. What we're going to do is one more game. One more game, and then we will swap what we're doing. Ooh, wait, hold on. What is this? Get reward? What did I... Get reward? What are those good for? War bonds. And that's good. I'm not gonna... I don't know what the war bonds are good for. Okay. Hooray. Honestly, not sure what those are good for. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. Let's... Ooh, I have a question, actually. We're gonna try something. So hold on just a moment. Can I stream? I can. Oh. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah. Okay. Right. The point was we were supposed to find other music and stream the other music. Let's see what's an appropriate vibe. Swing music. How about this? How about this one? Oh, that's a classic. All right. Actually, instead of doing, so we do it through VLC player. That might not work super well. All right. It might go to ads or something like that. So how we can do this is properties here. Here. Okay, let's see if this works. Is it? Is it okay for background music? Let me up it just a little. That's a bit much. Yeah, I'd rather up it in OBS than on here. So if we reduce that again, top this up just a tad. There we go. That seems appropriate. A little bit of Glenn Miller. Oh, not this one. All right. All right, so this is our last round. Actually, let me go ahead and do that. Can I do that in here? Not there. Can I pin this? I would have to sign in. All right. Whatever. I can just sit there. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Let's go. Where we go? I guess we'll go this way. Go this way. Man, going over this river seems like a choke point. I guess we might as well prepare for us. Oh, no, they're friendlies. Okay. I thought they were unfriendlies. When you have one riff and decide what is the best thing of all time. Let's see if we can cut up here to the right. Not this one. Maybe we can flank him if we cut across this way. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Probably a baddie over there. Oh, sure, but when we use the tank, we don't do anything. Yeah. It's fine. Everything's fine. I see you're doing quite well. It's fine. I think I might have lost my touch by taking a break. Back. Make sure. She's on the airplane. I'll do it. Don't make me. Yes, that's friendly. If we stick around near that friendly. Heard me that airplane. Whoa. Whoa. Who the frick shot at me? I don't know if I know this. Actually, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good suction damage. I think thinking, dude. It's really hard to. It's really hard to shoot at them from in the narrow streets. You know what I mean? Alright. I see it. Less locked in. That makes sense. Because I tend to get locked in and then I'm like silent. It's not very helpful for a stream. So theoretically there's someone around this way. Or someone has been spotted around this way anyway. Yeah, we do. Okay. Alright, that felt very cheesy. Did not like it. Anyway, alright, I do not understand the song about the Chattanooga Choo Choo around in the 1940s. That was a new and fascinating technology. Been around for about 100 years. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't get it. Let's stick to the edges here. And not go in the middle. And we'll definitely be a target. And we can cut out this way maybe. I don't remember this stupid turret takes forever to traverse. If I look around, I could see a hot note get back on. Where are you? I see. Nice. Good shot. Oh boy. Oh boy. Freaking. Oh, it's the same dude again. That was. We entirely got killed by a slow turret. Really? You don't have any? That's irritating. Now, that was also my fault. I could have maneuvered into it a little more. No, it might take one more round, actually. Yeah. Okay. Now I'd like this game to be over so that I can go to do some math. Or so I have time for another game. Another round before math. Maybe I should just switch the aircraft that I'm using. That might be the problem. E-38 might just be a poor choice. Aerodynamically, it does not seem very stable. Okay. I do find it interesting that as the technology has advanced, they've gone from rifled to smooth bore. What's this guy? T1S. Russian? What's not? I think it's Russian. I really like you. Thank you. It just did not want to end. Excuse me. Ugh. I mean, got 633. We didn't even get any upgrades. Alright. One more time. This is our last one. Yeah. Okay. This is just a random YouTube video, by the way. It's just Glenn Miller, an hour of Glenn Miller. Alright, lock in. But like, lock in the appropriate amount. Okay, so we're definitely taking A. Our entire team is going towards A. Here. Oh my god, stop. Right. Now, theoretically, their entire team could be going towards A as well. But damn it. Well, at least we got our gunner back, but we can't move the turret. Awesome. Okay.
Attention to the map. Enemy forces captured a zone.
Anyway, that was cool. Thank you, buddy. Thanks, man. Are you friggin' kidding me? Friggin' kidding me? As soon as it started moving, like the instant we started moving. It was great. Alright, well, let's go green then. Yeah, like we literally went from repairing our tank. Successfully repaired our tank. So we got one shot to finally repair the tank, and then we just instant die. That was cool. Yeah, that was cool. Okay. So I can cut through this inhibited area over here. See if we can find a little in here. Get away through here. We have no idea how to do this thing. Okay. You're taking me. Yes. You're positive. Okay, hiding behind this. Alright, let's see if we can make this direction. Anything? Not really. Where? Damn it, we're sticking out too much. Oh.
Height 500 meters. Air. Attention to the designated grid
We are too far.
We're good to go.
Really? Okay. Someone take this. Was not expecting it. Ah, no. Don't you freaking get it. Oh. Bloody airplanes. What else we can do with the M8 again? Sure, why not? It's still a little thing. Somehow always seems to hit above its weight. If we run out of respawn, so friggin' you wanna stop fucking spawn camping? Awesome. You're just friggin' spawn camping here. And you're done. Okay. spawn camping is so bad. Take him. Oh, you are the worst SBA ever. Literally the worst. Yeah. Why the stupid Sherman didn't machine gun their craft as it was coming through, I have no idea. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, we're trying to hang on. So we won't get the results of that until after the round is over, but we didn't get much. Finished 20. Alright, to the hangar. Most we might get something out here, a little towards the, you know. Let's see, can we improve our crew? This is the one I really want. Yes. Nice. So that so our reload time is down from 7.71 seconds to 6.5 seconds. So that's pretty good. Okay. That's repair time. Nice. Tank driving. What does that do? Braking time and gear shift time. Okay. Vitality. Agility. Replacement crew. Okay. Field repair. What's that? Line detection, line sight detection. You know. Gunner's the big one because you can. I have to figure out how to use range finding appropriately. I know it's a thing, but you know. I see. Do that. Anyway. Oh, yeah. We can't. Yeah. Whatever. Hold that. Okay. Inventory. Ooh. Neat. What did we... I don't know what we just bought, but okay. I guess we don't need the smoke shell. I guess the brake system. Cool. Did we? The filter. Beautiful. A little bit extra speed is always appreciated. Rear sport will be our next. Cool. You know, what's this do? Destroy marked units. Oh, I see. Be the first to destroy several enemies without losing your vehicle. Now it gives you extra things. What's this? Ow. There's a chance of getting a new vehicle. see, yeah, they're sold. So, available balance. So, can we shop item? What does it do? What does it recycle? No idea what or what you get for recycling it. I also don't know how to use these. Right, those are all premium currency stuff. I'm honestly not sure how you use those. Let's see. We're bond shop. Here we go. Universal backup. Oh, that's cool. Shop. Level 3 shop. No clue. No idea. Look at that. Level 4 shop. How do you get level? How do you level up a shop? Okay, but like level purchase. How do you level up the shop? Oh, you have to get higher in the battle pass. So you have to go level 10, level 11. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was silly. They are certainly good at extracting cash, which is ultimately what they're doing there with all these premium currencies and battle passes and yeah. At the end of the tail of that chain is money. All right, I'm gonna pause that. Actually, I'll put it back on for a second because I can go get more tea. So we're gonna do this, and we'll go to this, and I'll be back. All right, we're back. All right. Okay, so first off, nope, you orientation. There we go. So what we've got going on here. Interesting. What happened? Did we freeze the? That's kind of impressive. We froze our Linux box. Well, that's a new one. Let's see if we can jack it up even more. If I plug this guy in. Sorry, we got a little behind the scenes shenanigans going on here. All right, so we can go ahead and pause this. We don't need that going. All right. Okay. Back over to here. We want to switch this out with our sitting down self. There we are. There we are. Excellent. Man, I love that we froze our Linux machine. All right. We need to get Speeder open. Spider's got to be over here. Do we want this one? This one. Hello. Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the most broken, scuffed up stream ever. Okay. So, what I was trying to do, which is hard, was set up my second computer here, which is a Linux box, to really have our setup working right. And what actually happened is somehow I froze a Linux machine. All right, sure, why not? Okay, so where we're is over here. Okay, so we do want to open OneNote. Beautiful. There we go. Sorry, OneNote's being silly. I need my notes. My notes. I need them. Okay. We've got OneNote, and now, okay, that's what that's set to. Let's change that. To Spider. Okay. want some background music, but we want some like very low-key music, preferably without. This all looks like AI junk, but let's see. I have a suspicion this is just AI music, given the clearly AI background they have set up here. But I want to have something in the background just to make it a little nicer. All right, now, so we've got that up. What we're going to do then is make that a bit small. Actually, here's how we should do it. We should minimize this way so we can move over that way. So that way it's still. Yeah, so we go this way. So get as large as possible. So it's visible as much as possible. There we are. Just a little bit there. Okay. Zoom in a little more. Beautiful. 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 Okay, so that's that. Then we want. Nope, didn't. Interesting. Oh, because it's okay. Ah, there we are. There we are. Outstanding. The top. Okay, we gotta go up with it. Meow. 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 I'm just gonna kind of have that in the background, so it's gonna be under. There we go. Okay. Should be looking at my beautiful face anyway. Okay, now let's see if we can fix part 2 of our scuff. Okay. Okay, so well, let's see. Okay, we've got it there. Can we? This is really hard to do rotated. Okay, display settings. We want. Um, two. No. We want a mirror. No. Okay, we want this one. Yes, you. I want to rotate. Apply. Okay, keep changes. Please don't break. Please don't break. Please don't break. Okay, good. Now, 2. Sure. Okay, we don't care about that. Okay, good. This is more for a behind the scenes kind of thing. So I really should have had this set up before, but I'm exploring, trying things out as we go. So we're gonna sign in. So with this, we should be able to get to all right, log in. Beagle. Oops. I can type. Nope, 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 nope. No, did I mistype it? It's not this, is it? It is. Okay. All right, I had the wrong one. Beautiful. Okay, so we've got this. So I can pull this. Ooh. Okay. I apologize for this random crap going on in the background. I'm just trying to view stream manager. Okay. If I do this, I should then be able to pin. Beautiful. See? Why is it? What time zone does it think I'm in? Whatever. All good. Can we like can I pop this out? Ooh. Pop out chat. Oh, that's really nice. Can I like zoom? Oh, that's cool. Yes. So you can't see anything what I did, but suffice it to say, I now have Twitch chat up on my Linux box on a vertical monitor, and then I have everything else on the other two monitors. Bellissimo. So now I can actually like see. All right, cool. Well, I can just stay there. Now we're going to go back to this. I'm going to actually lower my volume just a tad. It seems very loud. Okay. So today we're going to restart this because I can't find the the actual document that this was in. Okay, so here's the plan. Here's the goal. We are going to create a common filter that is in this paper. Once we have that common filter set up here, we're then going to go edit and mess around with it and see if we can make it do things in weird ways. Okay. This is because we were kind of building the common filter for the that big data set they had, but I was having trouble a little conceptualizing exactly how we were going to implement it and the different bits and pieces of it. So what we're going to do today, right now, is we are going to be converting this from the original MATLAB code that's in this paper into the Python code. Ooh. Oh, like that. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. I don't knock that one bit. There you go. Is that still? Okay. So we're gonna start with these inputs, right? So t equals 0.1, right? And this is sampling time, right? That's always useful. N gonna equal, how many do they have? They have 600. This is number of steps. Okay. I'm just gonna rename this to north 1 equals 20. So this is sensor location. So we're gonna say number 1 sensor location north direction, and then east 1 equals 0. Oops. 0. And that is number 1 sensor location east direction. So if you can imagine this 2D grid in your head, and then same thing for 2. 2 is 0, is 20, 2, 2. All right. Do sensor tracking setup. Okay. What's next? Now, step 1, scaling parameters and weight factors. All right. Scaling parameters slash weight vectors. Vectors. All right, there we go. So L equals 4 is functionality of state vector. Going to be north location, east location, north velocity, east velocity, blah, 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 VEL OCITY. All right. So what we're doing is we are looking at we have 2 sensors. You can think of it as a grid square, right? This is a little stand-in toy problem. You can think of it as we have this 2-dimensional grid, right? And we have something moving in the grid, and we have 2 different sensors looking at whatever that is that's moving in the grid. And one of those sensors is along the north axis, so like the y-axis, right, at point 20. The other sensor is along the x-axis, which is the east axis, at point 20, right, on that axis. Those are your two dimensions of motion of whatever it is you're looking at, right? And so what we're doing is we are describing the state of the thing we're looking at in terms of this singular vector, in terms of this vector, which gives location in one direction, location other direction, velocity in one direction, velocity the other direction, right? So that is how we're describing the state of the system. So that's why it's called a state vector. Right. So, so this is primary scaling parameter. Now, for those who may need a bit of a refresher here on what's going on, right? These parameters are defining how this whole thing evolves, essentially, right? I think it's shown better in the other document over here. This one? No, it's this guy. This guy right here. Or no, it is this document, right? Right, so these 4 sigma points here, right, are shifting around. Have a better view of it. Yeah, right. So we say this is our initial conditions, right? We have our actual location, and then our samples. After we shift things, this is the actual true state, and then so I'm sorry, this is a true state, and these two are the estimates, right? So if you use a linear estimate for how things change, this pink is your new estimate, and you can see it's pretty far off, right? If you use the unscented transform, which allows for this nonlinear estimation capability, by tagging these sigma points, right, and watching how they evolve, you're able to get a much better final estimate of the state, right? Because ultimately what's happening here is you have your state's changing in a certain way based on some function, and you're trying to guess. Part of that change is random, right? And so you have this random error built into it, and you're trying to figure out, all right, if I even taking that into account, can I get a decent estimate of what's actually going on in the next time step? So that's what these points are that we're putting together this way, right? Okay, so alpha's 1, beta equals 2, and this is our primary scaling. So this is assuming Gaussian noise, which is for random noise, a normal or Gaussian distribution makes sense, right? That's what you would expect. So it's a decent estimate for most cases. Okay. What are we doing here? Right. So it's beta is 2. Kappa equals 0, and this is our I'm sorry, this is secondary. All right, kappa 0, and this is our tertiary scaling parameter. All right. Then we define this lambda as alpha squared times L plus kappa minus L. Oh yeah. Because lambda is a function in Python, you have to just use an underscore or something else to change the name. WM equals right. Let's see. WM is ones. Uh, oh. Oh, I see what it is. Okay. So it is, yeah. NP dot um 2 times L plus 1. Oops. Plus 1. Oh, I should probably import NumPy, huh? Okay, so cool. That is what we want. La 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 la. What am I doing here? Okay, and WC equals WM. Okay, and these guys are so this is a scaling parameter. These are the weight vectors. That's what these are. So I'm actually going to call this. Move this over here. These are weight vectors, right? And instead of just calling them W, we're actually going to call them A to M and A to C. Awesome. And now is that thing? Oops. There you go. And so just to make sure, yep, that's all ones. Beautiful. And now the first entry of that vector is eta m0 equals lambda divided by L plus lambda. Okay. And eta c 0, so the first entry of eta c is this plus 1 minus alpha squared plus beta. Okay. Actually, what I'm going to do is this. We're going to multiply this by 1 over 2 times L plus lambda score. Okay. So now, do I have this showing? I don't know that I actually have this showing. I do not actually have this showing. What we're gonna do is, there we go. Now you can see the results here. So let's take a look now at what eta m is. Okay. These are all different than the first one, which we would expect. I'm sorry, that's eta. No, it's eta m. And now eta c is the same. What's this? 2. And this is 0. There we go. Okay. Now we're talking. All right. So we have our start. Let's keep going. Neat. Define noise covariance matrices. All right. So Q equals NP dot dag 0, 0, 4, 4. Is that the annotation that we need? Yeah, beautiful. And R equals NP dot diag 1, 1. All right, so this is the sorry. What am I doing? Right. What is Q? Q is the yes. Process noise this is the measurement. So in other words, this is the covariance of the noise that's defining the random effects occurring on the actual object that we're looking at. And R is defining the noise that's inherent in our sensor system. Yeah. So anytime you take a measurement, there's a noise. Yeah. These are the things that you kind of need to know in advance about your system, and that's where some of the squirreliness came in when we tried to do a more complicated version of this, and that's why we're going back to the simpler version of this, so that we can go through it all and just modify this version. Okay. State and covariance. Okay. X equals NP dot zeros 4, n. Okay, so let's do that as capital X. Okay, so each column essentially is going to be a different time step. kind of think of it that way. Yeah. All right. Each column is a 4-row date at a time step. Okay, that's X. So our initial set. So X comma colon comma 0 equals 0 comma 0 comma 50 comma 50. So now if we go look at X again, beautiful. All right, so the initial state of our object that we're estimating is at location 5050. Or I'm sorry, I was wrong. Is at location 00, moving with a velocity of 5050. So 50 miles an hour in the north direction, 50 miles an hour in the east direction. I'll do it that way. Okay. And what is an I vector? What's an I? Hold on one second. What is I? Oh, it's the identity matrix. Okay. I n by n is an n by n matrix with the ones on the main diagonal and zeros elsewhere. Okay. So what we could do is p dot. Oops, I'm sorry. P naught equals. Excuse me. Needs a T. There we go. Identity. Sweet. 4x4. Okay. Identity 4? Question mark? Okay. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so it's a 4x4 identity matrix. And this is initial state, position 0, 0, moving with velocity 50, 50. Okay. And now this is the initial error covariance, which we're essentially saying there's zero error, right? Since if you multiply any state vector through by p naught, the resultant's going to be the thing itself, right? Because it's an identity matrix. So whatever you multiply by an identity matrix is identity, right? It's so your x vector is not going to change when you multiply it by p naught. Okay. So they have it set up like this: simulation only. Calculate true state 3 for comparison. Okay. So W equals Right. So square root of q is not just the square root of q, right? It's lower Cholsky, which is p dot Chol. No, shoot, is that a SciPy thing? Give me a second. Let me go look again. Python lower Cholesky position np.linalg. Linalg. Okay. And it's so lower triangular use upper triangular. Permission. Okay. Okay. So it's essentially this guy. False. It's a lower. Q. And it is that times np dot random dot rand okay 4 comma n. Will that work? Okay. That's just a yeah, we don't want that. We want 4 by n random matrix. It's gotta be an easier way to let's see. Oh, there's just no okay. What am I doing? 4 comma n, right? And now this is saying if we do that. Beautiful. 4 by 600. And that's saying the matrix is not positive definite. Which begs the question of okay, then how do you do that? Uh, still gonna have that same problem, right? Because it's a not a positive definite matrix. Let's see. Not guaranteed. For example, does not have a square root. Not every real matrix has. root hence okay. Sure, you can so what's the difference between this? So what is this versus the other one? All right, so Sure decomposition versus Cholesky decomposition. Cholesky. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da. Um, very correctly. Okay. Suppose we want to have. In fact, okay. For real positive different matrix A, simplification possible in this case. Okay, LT. Okay, this is a Cholesky factorization. Second main character is a sure complement that increases a seemingly innocuous combination of matrices. Okay. The positive difference is sure complement handling that return Cholesky factorization. We don't want that. Mathematical real sure decomposition or sure triangulation. Okay. Matrix decomposition, right? Arbitrary square matrix as unitary. I guess the original matrix. Okay. So no. Okay. Well, why would our Cholesky decomposition not work? Right. It looks like Gaussian estimation. Gaussian estimation. Mm-hmm. Okay. So the sure complement is a different. Well, we can try it. So we can try this. See if this works. All right. Import SciPy as SP. If we do dot q square root m of q. So that works. sp dot linalg dot Cholesky q comma lower equals true. The first the first leading minor of the array is not positive definite. So interesting. So let's see how, given that that's the case, how is brain, how is MATLAB doing the square root? MATLAB matrix square root. Is it doing a Cholesky? Unique square root eigenvalue. No, it's doing the Schur method. If we look at this, VPD. Lecture algorithm for computing matrix square root. Can I? Oh man, stupid Springer. Okay. So it looks like they're using the Schur method, which is the same as the linear algebra square root matrix. So we're gonna go this way. Which seems weird. It works, but I don't like it. This method works, but the Cholesky method does not. Anyway, okay. So, right. Matrix multiply. Sorry. NumPy.mateMul. np.mateMul comma. Yeah. Okay. We do have to be careful to keep track of when we're doing matrix multiplication in Python versus just the times, since MATLAB doesn't give me to separate those out. if you're gonna do a element-wise multiplication in MATLAB, you do dot times instead of just times. Anyway, v equals. All right, this is random process noise. This is random measurement noise. Oops. So this is very similar, but now we're doing it with respect to N and R instead of Q. Right. So random measurement noise. Which notice is a 2 by n because you're taking two measurements, right? Sensor 1 and sensor 2 are taking your measurements. That's why it's a 2 by n. Where n again is the number of time steps. Oops. All right, it all works without error, so that's good. xt equals np dot zeros 4 comma n. Okay. And xt colon comma 0 is. I already do this. Xt initializes true state. Okay. To the true initial state, not the measured initial state. All right. Important distinction. Hold on, let me just do this. 0, 0, 50, 50. So true state of target. True initial state of target. So it's important to remember that as we're going through this, right, we are making continuous and updated estimates of where this object is that we're looking at, but we don't actually know what the real state is, but the real state exists somewhere, right? We're making an approximation where there's error both in how we're looking at it and there's error in how it's moving around, right? So there are those two error factors in there, but they're errors around a real state, right? So even if we don't necessarily have direct access to the real state exists there, but in this piece, we're just doing a simulation of how this object is moving through time. So we have to actually model the real state of the object, right? And then we'll show how our estimate of that state varies compared to the actual state itself, if that makes any sense. This whole thing, again, is an estimator. We have two sensors set up, one along the x-axis, one along the y-axis. We're looking at an object moving around, and we're trying to track it. Right. So yt equals p dot zeros 2 comma n. All right. So yt is our output measurement, right? Oh, I'm sorry. I almost forgot this. Plus np dot. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't mind me. We just need to do this. Control the. All right. Q. P naught. I'm sorry. which we theoretically set up somewhere. Yes, P naught and 4 comma 1. To shape 4. Why? Okay, you should be able to multiply those. No? Okay. That worked. It just didn't like it being set as 4 comma 1. Okay, because it changed. Right. Yes. Okay. Fine. So we have our initial error right on our state, and it's this process error, right? The process noise that we're applying onto our state there. Right, and now y is that. Okay, initial is output. Okay. Now comes our actual loop. So, oh, sorry. Output vector. All right. So that's our estimate output. For I'm just going to use II in range n. xt colon comma II equals, so the ith state. Oh, I'm sorry. We want this to start at in right. Does that work that way? Does that work that way? Okay. I think that works. Yes, I believe that works. So it's that equals one 0 2 what? Xt k minus 1. Oh, okay. Let's see if I can do this correctly. 1 comma 0 comma t comma 0 comma 0 comma 1. If you notice, this is just the identity matrix plus a t at 2 different locations. One at comma 0 comma t, right? So the t is shifting over 1 and the 1 is shifting over 1, obviously, is the identity matrix. It's just basic part of the identity matrix, right? So that becomes 0, that becomes 1, that becomes 0, and then 0 comma 0 comma 0 comma 1. We want to do np.mateMul that with xt colon comma I minus 1, right? So the previous time step. And then to that we add, w colon comma I minus 1. So that's our noise from the previous time step that's being added in. And then our y of k is okay. So that's xt. Okay, position 1, position 2. Okay, I think I understand what's going on here. So if we're translating this, so yt is going to equal, oops, I'm sorry, colon comma I is going to equal the following matrix np dot square root of xt 0 comma I minus n1 squared. So if you notice, it's just a, yeah, all right. So it's the square root of, sorry, square root of that squared plus xt 1 comma I minus e1 squared. Right, so it's the square root of your delta position, so when you go to get a position vector, right? So let's take a look at this. Let's say we're trying to go and look at from here to here, right? We want to know this. This is equal to, you think of this as a right triangle, right? A, B, C, right? C equals the square root of a squared plus b squared, right? It's just the distance vector between the two. And the location of this is just the location of this guy is just this measured location minus this location, right? It's just a difference in those two directions. So that's where that's all coming from, right? So this is the distance vector from the first sensor, and so this is a distance vector from the second, right? And then we are multiplying, or we're adding to that our random measurement noise that's in there, colon comma, okay. Oops. I is what I used. There we go. Okay. Okay, we can. What did I do wrong? Oh. Well, thank you. I'm glad you like the background music. I just figured I needed something so when I'm sitting there going, you guys aren't bored. What am I doing? All right, so this is east, north, east, north. Okay. So now we should be able to do this. Now we should be able to run all of this. Broadcast I think it's this, huh? There we go. So now that works. So this is the simulation only. All right, so this is the simulation. So what we've done is target to compare with estimate. All right. So that is how this whole thing is how the target's actually moving, right? How the object's actually moving through our space. Now we've got to do the unscented Kalman filter to compare to that. And so that's this jazz. All right. So now. Okay. So P equals P naught. 4II equals, I'm sorry, in range 0, comma, I'm sorry, 1, because we want to start 1 in. We already have an initial state set up in there. Oops. Let's see here. Step 1, generate sigma points. All right. Sigma points. All right. Here we go. This is np dot Linelj dot Cholsky p comma upper equals false. Okay, so it's the lower Cholsky there. So calculate square root of error covariance. So hopefully this one will work. P those previous value chi values, right? At the I minus 1 time step. All right, so I P equals, let's see. Let's see. If I go back up to here just to look at these, right? Okay, so we're filling in this. Right? Yeah, we're filling in, or we're filling in these here. Okay. So here, let's see, they've got them going as we'll see how this is gonna work. X colon comma I minus 1, so it's the previous. Comma X colon comma I minus 1. Oh, we need, what's this? NP dot metmul. We want to multiply that by NP dot ones, comma ones. How big? 1 comma L. Plus NP dot square root of L plus lambda underscore times sigma PTS. Hold on. Is this a? This should just be a. Yeah. Okay, it's just a float. Okay. And then the same thing, but now we're just subtracting it. Okay. So we just take this. And we subtract it. Open parentheses. Oh no. Oh, what? Open parentheses. Ah. Blah, 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 blah. Forgot that. What? Matmul. Oopsies. It's fine. Everything's fine. I will impose on our part of the mismatch dimension 0 with G function. Says 1 is different from 4. Right. Hold on. T. Will this work? Yes. Okay, dokie. We have have to transpose that just because it comes out as a row vector by default. And so that causes issues. Okay, so now that should work. What? Ow. Okay, that all works. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Now comes step 2. Prediction. Transformation. Propagate each sigma point through the prediction. Chi m is chi minus, so chi I given I minus 1. Okay, so that's just notational. So chi m equals we already wrote this guy out, didn't we? Yeah, you. Yeah, that's the same one. Yep, times chi p. Sweet. Okay. So that is last step. And now xm. Okay. Equals chi m times eta m. That work? No. That's very interesting. Okay, p. What did we say? We said chi p. Where's it? Um, And so what's the error that's giving? Inhomogeneous equals 3, 4 plus an inhomogeneous part versus a 4, 4? How is this an inhomogeneous? I'm so confused by what it's saying. List object. Oh, it's a list. What if I do? Let's start by seeing if what happens if we set this as an array, right? Okay, so we're gonna start with this. We're gonna set T array equals that. That should help make this a little easier. All right. Now, if we convert all of these to arrays rather than lists, so I'm so confused. Okay. So something's wrong with how we set this up. Let's see here. Chi-P. Let's go up to Chi-P. Is right. Oops. So the first part of Chi-P is the first column of x minus y. Right? So okay. And the next one is right, so that's necessarily going to be I multiply that by it does make sense. So it's just going to be a single number. That's not going to be a oh, I wonder if it's that's a good question. Should be hold on. Right, so this should theoretically be the same size as that. So that should be a 4x4. But that is So what is going on here? All right, because if we look at our guide over here, it's giving us, right, that's our first column of our x vector. And then it's the previous column of our x vector, and the previous column times ones. Right. So those are two vectors. So this is a 4x1 and this is a 1x4. So that should be, yeah, so that should output to a scalar plus that. Okay. So um so it looks like this section here should be a 4x4, and this section here should be a 4x4, right? So if we go back to what chi p should be, all right, right, this is what we're doing, right? Yes. So what we should be doing is as follows. Okay. So here's what we need to do, because I think what's happening is we're running into a little bit of a screwiness from how this is being done, right? And then we need to hold on. We want to go. So I think we need to H stack is what we need to do, but let's see, right? So if I have, no, I need to, sorry, I just need to append. If I append, is that vertical or is it horizontal, right? So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So if I append at, okay, we're gonna try something here. So we're gonna do np.append, comma axis equals 1. Let's see if that does it. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. Okay, cool. So that's what we need to be doing. So chi p should be can I iterate this actually? Hold on. No, I can't. Okay. So here's what we need to do. Let's get rid of this. np.append. Wait. Sorry. Plus, comma, now, if you take a look at it now, that is not what we wanted. We're going to append x onto, oops. Comma axis equals 1, right? We want to append that to there. Now, comma axis equals 1. Will this not work? Yay. All right. Let me try changing this to an array. Let's see if this will work. Which one is it? No. Oops. Yes, no. Oh. I need to change that to a vertical vector. Oh, Pythonisms. Numbers to 4 by 1 vector Python. Yes, I would like to change it into a vector. Right. But I would like to. Okay, array to 1D vector, sure, but I would like to have it be a column vector. Let's see, Python convert array to column vector. Better. Here we go. Okay, okay. Dot reshape -1 1. Let's try that. Okay, where am I? Clever, clever. So then we should be able to do this. Same number of dimensions, but the array at index 0 has 2 dimensions, and the array at index 1 has 1 dimension. Eh. No, it doesn't. My brain. How? Oops. How is it a. Blah, 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 blah. This is hurting my brain. All right. So let's agree that this is a 4x4. Right? We agree on that. And let's agree that this huh? Okay, multiplication between that and this. Input 1 has coordination 0. This one is different from 4. I'm going to manipulate it. Okay. Okay. uh, where actually? Oh, oops. Okay. So that is the closing of that. And then that. Ah, that's what we need. Oh, okay. So our inner append is this guy. Right. And now we need to make sure that this guy is correct. We were being a little silly with all of our shenanigans. Let's see, and this is a minus, correct? Minus x. Yes. So that's interesting. Oh, okay. Right. Okay, that actually does make sense. It's alive. It's alive. Look at that. It's beautiful. I could weep. Okay. Silliness. Okay. So we have our. Yeah. We've got our chi. What? Chi P. Oops, uncensored. All right. We've got our chi P. Good. Now chi M is. Oops. All right. So that works. Chi M works. PM equals. PM equals Q. And now for I in range 2 times L plus 1 PM. So we're recursively doing what's this? Okay. PM plus WC. Oh, that's eta C. Okay. Eta C. Oh, this. I'm sorry. This is within an II, so it should be JJ. JJ. We don't want to confuse our indices here. Eta C JJ times chi m colon comma JJ minus XM K times, I have a feeling this is going to be a that's how the transpose that. Right. Let me make sure that this is a transpose, which I believe is what it is. My MATLAB knowledge is not up to snuff here. In MATLAB, I believe it's just that. It's not the dot. Okay. Transpose operator. It is a transpose. Okay, good. I was right. I done remembered. Okay. So this is going to be another math multiplication. P dot matmul of that times the transpose of itself. Oops. Comma. We don't have what? We don't have what? We don't have a what? XM. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, this should be chi. I'm sorry, chi p, chi m. So I missed a step. X m equals np dot matmul chi m comma wm. We don't have wm, do we? Did we? What was wm? Wm was eta m. Okay. Got it. So that's okay. All right, so that works. That works. Okay. And it's not erroring. So, all right. That is always good. Okay. So that is this here is the calculation of where are we here? Covariance of predicted state. Covariance of predicted state. Okay, and now we've run through that loop, and so now we have step 3. Observation transformation station. Propagate. Oops. Propagate each sigma point through the observation. Right, so we're following these key points as they move around, and that's what we're making our estimate off of. So now psi m equals okay. The same thing we had before, but now it's chi m. Is that this guy? Kind of. All right. Only now instead of xt, it is chi m 1 colon. Okay. 1 comma colon minus north 1 squared, and then chi m of 2 oh, I'm sorry, it's 1, this is 0, my bad. Gotta make sure you keep that in mind. Minus east 1, and then chi m of 0 colon chi m colon. I just have to make sure let's see. Make sure that my Python equivalency makes sense. Oh, there's just a MATLAB 2Pi. That's cheating. That's fine. That's fine. Let's see. I just want to get to the point where we can actually see the results of this, right? Okay, it is Discord. Okay, I was right. So that is good. And that does function. And now we can say ym equals psi m times wm, which is what actually? That's what eta. W is eta. And this is np dot Mole. Right. Sweet. And ym here is the mean of the predicted output. Of the predicted output. What does it look like? Okay. That makes sense. You're going to have a north and an east location. The fact that that's the correct dimensionality is a good sign. A very good sign. Okay. Now, we need to calculate covariance of predicted output and cross covariance between state and output. All right. So we're going to say PYY equals R, PXY equals NP dot zeros L comma 2. Okay. And now for JJ in range, we can reuse JJ now since we're out of that other loop. 2 times L plus 1. Okay. PYY equals PY. So again, we have this recursive element to it plus eta C JJ. Oh, that's capital E. Nope. Okay. Eta CJJ, right? Times psi m colon comma JJ minus ym. Okay. So this should be a scalar, right? Yes, it's a scalar, so that should fit in there perfectly. Okay. Okay, now this is going to be a... Oops. Must be integers or slices, not tuple. Huh? Okay. Hold on. 2 by 9. Sure. Okay, colon comma 1. What? What? Something has gone awry. Hold on one second. Psi m. That's not right. Ah. Eta. Oop. I found the problem. Okay. Sorry. Oh. What? Oh. Okay. Got. What if I H stack this? Two were given. Oh. NP shape. Okay. Been missing one. Oh. Okay, we'll just do it as an H stack then, apparently. If we do that. Now. Array is one dimensional, but two are indexed. What? uh. No, that's not. What the poop? Okay. Um. Right. So. That's a 9 by 0. I don't think. I don't feel like that's supposed to be that. I think it's supposed to be. It should. I think what shape psi m should be. Right, because this is. Huh. And that is a row. So it should be a column. So it should be a B stack. Okay. Okay. And now. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's what was going on. That's what was going on. Okay. Stacking and rotating around matrices to make sure they end up in the right direction. Okay. So that is okay. Um okay. So it's going to be np dot matmul of this comma this dot transpose, right? Oops. Cool. So that worked. And now we do the same thing. So psi m, and now for pxy, it's chi m psi m. Okay. We defined xm already, so it's chi m xm chi m and still and then xy. Okay. Oops. Input implement 1 2 sorry. Okay. So why can't you do that? Oops. Why can't you do that then? Oh, because that's. These should be the same shapes. What? Chord dimension 0. Is it this that's causing the problems? No. It's not this is causing. Oh. That is a 4 by, and that is a 2 by. Yeah, no, that's a good point. Which raises the question, why is chi m a 4 by and psi m a 2 by? Psi m is also there, and chi m is. Okay, so x, that's going to be a 4 by. Right? Because x is. X is a length 4 vector and y is length 2 vector, so it's going to be a 4 by. And then when we multiply, right, and so chi m is going to be a 4 by necessarily, right? be a 4 by. XM is going to be a 4 array, right? That makes sense. So how the shiznissel is this supposed to happen? Because psi m is a 2 by. No, psi m is a 4 by. Whoa, 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 whoa. 1 sec. YM is a 2 by. So how are you able to do this? Well, now that doesn't jive either. Oh, no, no. I'm sorry. Psi m is a 2 by. Right. Hold on. Y is going to be the sum. L, right. Psi I k k minus 1 hat chi, right? So psi is going to be. Right, so chi is going to be a 4 by. Because if we go up to here, right? X hat naught, right? X hat naught is going to be a 4 by. It's going to be a 2 by. Right? So chi is going to be a 4 by. Psi psi is times UK. Okay. Right. I'll put Y is the sum on that, right? How though? How? Right. So we already psi. Yep. Okay. So Y is 8m times psi, right? Some of those, right? That makes sense. It's a measurement. No, it's covariance. No, but actually, I is right. So that's x hat. X hat is a 4 by. All right, how about if we look at this one? Um, You're not very helpful. Okay. This one. So, right. So PXY, right? It's chi minus the average, right? Which we're doing. We got that. Or here, YY. This makes sense, right? We've got all this. This doesn't make any damn sense because these have different dimensionalities. Chi and this weird Y have different flipping dimensionalities. uh, mm, mhm, mhm. I am bewildered. We've been going for almost 4 hours on stream. So, with that in mind, as my brain turns round in bizarro land circles that make no sense, I think we're gonna cut it here for now. We're almost there. I just need to, dude, this feels so close. And once we have this set up, we can start changing things around and just kind of shifting this problem closer and closer to the problem that I have. Right? So that's the goal. I just need to know why the heck this works. This is like this when the dimensionality does not match. So, all right. Well, thank you to everyone who hopped in, hopped out, stuck around for a little bit, had fun, hopefully. I'm gonna call this stream here. So you guys have a wonderful evening. And I will see you back probably in a couple days. Yeah, I have to do my next reading of The Hobbit with a better PDF this time. So I'm going to save this. I will make sure I save it this time. So thank you again for coming along on this journey. I will be sure to save this. From paper. Okay. So this is now saved, so guarantees that we will get back to it again. Yes. So thank you again to everyone who popped in, who popped out, who stuck around for a little bit, who enjoyed yourselves, hopefully. Like I said, we will be reading some more of The Hobbit, chapter 2 of The Hobbit next time. Until then, have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And try to enjoy your Monday.